Hey, this is BB. I'm here with my dog Ruby. I ran out of time, so we're rereading this sentence. There was also a demon haunting one of the bathroom stalls, and it kept throwing poop on the wall. Pretty scary stuff. Ew. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a good chance there's a non-paranormal explanation for that, but still, quality television. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that either. Craig! You gotta play along, buddy! No self-preservation instincts from this dude. Wow, we have so much in common. Craig, look what you did. Look at the mistake that you made. That is all on you. Damn. I guess no matter what we do, probably it doesn't work. That's alright. They're pretty excited about the sleepover. Okay, this lady is going for the gold. So here's where I'm hitting a wall. I think we do have I tried to. Yeah, we have a good relationship with him, right? Where I'm hitting a wall is we witnessed this shit. And it doesn't matter. Like, we're supposed to take the cue from this that, like, people pursuing him when he's not interested is, like, a gross thing that annoying people do. And then we immediately turn around and start doing it to him. But apparently that's what we're supposed to do. So that's where we're at. I don't know, I have a little bit of difficulty following what this game wants. Like, as I mentioned before with our date with Robert, like, peer pressure, right? You want to get a perfect score with Robert and get along with him, you got to do whatever he tells you to do. And I read this interview with the writers, and it was a little bit self-righteous. Like, as I'm the first person to be self-righteous, like, I understand. I was just saying, like, they were like, oh, you don't just tell people whatever they want to hear, that's sociopathic. And I'm like, hey, it's a game? It's a dating sim. Like, I feel like they made this dating sim without totally understanding what the purpose of it is. There is a degree of wish fulfillment. There is a degree of wishing that you were smoother at interacting with people than you actually are. And I don't think people should feel bad for that, you know? Engaging in, like, especially because it's a gay dating sim, like, the opportunity to feel like you are desirable and have the ability to get along with other, like, gay folks and actually form a relationship out of it is not sociopathic, A. B, it's not necessarily pathetic or bad in any way. I think it's a perfectly reasonable thing to want to do. And I don't know, I feel like denying that with certain characters, and criticizing people for following certain ways to try to get people to, just be like, oh, well, you manipulated this character into liking you. I'm like, I don't know if I totally agree with the ethics of that viewpoint, but I just wanted to bring that up. I've been doing more reading. This is why I don't typically engage with outside sources. Because this is what happens, is it really kind of influences my view of a piece of media for what it is the first time around. I do think that context is important for understanding whether or not, right, like acknowledging that Game Grumps had a large hand in this is not to diminish what the game is, but to acknowledge some issues with it and kind of like, maybe that makes more sense of like why certain things are the way they are is because it was made at the hands of homophobes, like I hate to say. Like, those were the people that were the kickstarters of it. So that's always going to have an influence on what the message is and how the game plays out. And I think that lends itself to the feeling of unreality and kind of disconnect that some gay and bi guys have reported playing this game of like, this doesn't feel like it's for us, it feels like it's for straight people to play and kind of have a voyeuristic experience here. But anyway, here's where our choices are finally starting to fucking matter. I love River. I'm so glad that we get to chill with him, and the baby is like a constant presence of like, this is very daddish, right? Like, we take Amanda with us everywhere we go, we see Amanda. I guess that's interesting. We got Amanda, we got Daisy, and we have River, who are strong child presences throughout the game that like remind you that this is indeed a dad game. Like, you're a dad. You're hanging out with other dads. With Robert and Joseph and Matt, and a little bit of Hugo, a little bit of Damien, but not as much. No, Damien runs into his kid quite a bit. I scratched that. Some of them, you don't see their kids at all or hardly at all. And it makes it feel not as, I don't know what I'm looking for here, but it makes it feel different anyway. Juice boxes. There's nothing wrong with juice boxes. There's nothing embarrassing about a 40-year-old dude drinking a juice box. It's all cool. If it tastes good, you do you. All right. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long. I don't even know where to begin. So we're going to ask him about all his shit again, but we got to start with the kids. Yeah, he loves it. You're a father of
Oh.
3. Neither can I. You know me. I'm an indecisive person. You switched your major 4 times. Yeah, so did I. I didn't decide. I think I was communications. No, I was linguistics, and then I was communications, and then I was sociology, and then I was American studies, and then my master's was a sociology degree, and I had creative writing also. I don't think I've ever cared about anything as much as I care about them. I appreciate Craig. He's such a positive presence, and he's genuinely caring. He reminds me of Robert in that way, that, like, you get to see him be genuinely caring and, like, gentle. Obviously Brian is, like, very, he's kind, and he's, gregarious. But we don't necessarily see him be super tender with his daughter. He obviously loves her a lot, but he doesn't really engage with it the same way that Craig does, like, from, I don't know. It's just worth thinking about, that Craig has kind of that unique way of interacting with life and the people around him. He does have some, like, he works so hard, and he obviously has gained a lot of responsibility, and that is stressful to him, and he has some nostalgia and, like, wistfulness for what was. I think that that's a key part of his character, but I think that he is also such a positive and present person that and he obviously loves his kids and his job so much that, like, I don't think that he would trade it, is my guess. And now that we're here, we can bring a little bit of Blast of the Past to him, right? Alright, it's nice out here, quiet. Must be good to get away from the softball moms for a bit, huh? Christ. Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that? The writing in this game feels very natural also, I just wanted to say that. Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes. I'm just so not interested. Well, what are you interested in? Peace and quiet. That hot silence. We can provide that. We love to sleep.
Nice.
Alright, but more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm already feeling, like, kind of guilty for pushing this. We'll be fine. We're gonna soldier through, because that's the only way he likes it. We know, because that's what gets us the S rank, is by pushing it. So whatever. Buddy, I hear you. Oh, he talks about not putting a stranger in his daughter's lives. We're not a stranger, are we? The right person will come along eventually. Oh, whoa! I was not expecting squirt emojis and shit! So what he really was asking for, that we didn't clue in on, was the reassurance that he could still have a romantic life and be a good father, which he doesn't believe that he could. So Noodle says, see, this is so different than what the prompt said. God damn it. You don't have to rush it, man. Things will fall into place for you, and someday you're going to find someone who cares about your kids just as much as they care about you. Yeah, Noodles. Fuck yeah, my dude. That is something that I was regretting, and I think I mentioned this, is that we don't get to interact with our love interest kids hardly at all. Not Daisy. Amanda gets very little chance to interact with them also. And I feel like that's such a key aspect of, like, fatherhood and dating someone who is a parent, that, like, that feels a little bit short-sighted. But it's alright. Bro, that's so sweet. You're so sweet. Aww. The softball hits us right in the face. He comes over and checks us out.
Nice.
Yeah, because he's a darling. I love Craig very, very much. He's my buddy. Let me do the dad thing. It's very interesting playing this game with a gender that you're absolutely not attracted to whatsoever, and finding the things of value in them. Like, I would love for Craig to be, like, a good friend of mine. And I can appreciate, like his attraction from, like, a distance, but, like, I can sympathize. It's Noodles going after this guy, not me. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. And I can appreciate the sweetness of the relationship, especially one from, like, as I mentioned kind of in the beginning, and I still don't know how to phrase this in a way that makes total sense to me yet, but, like, as a same gender narrative, it hits you in a way that is unique. And I think it's because it kind of it distances itself from the pressure of, right, we're saying don't kiss it better, of gendered power structures that exist in heterosexual relationships. They're not present in this, in the same way at least. You're coming at this as social equals in that regard. And it kind of takes away this weird, like, power dynamic of, like, is this female character doing what the man asks of her because she's subservient, or she feels pressured to listen to him regardless because of his, like, his social status, or is she doing it of her own kind of interest, or like are those two even possible to differentiate? You know what I mean? Whereas there's just a different relationship with this, and that's about as close as I can get to it right now. I hope y'all find value in it. I hope I'm not just chatting at air and being obnoxious. I'm very airheaded and also big-headed. I mean, I feel like I've earned it at this point. Waiting all day to hang out with you. Oh, Noodles.
Oh.
Well. Oh! That's so cute. We missed out on this shit. We're getting it now, though, so that's nice. That's so sweet. He kisses our forehead. Walk it off, champ. Oh, buddy. That's so cute. Are the lights on this softball field really hot, or is that just me? That's precious. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, River's kind of our timer on the dates, isn't she? We've got to keep the baby happy to keep the dad happy. All right. Okay. So that went really well. So yeah, pushing it a little bit, he's obviously like much more receptive to it and appreciates it. It's not that you're like, that's difficult to predict based on, obviously, like they've primed you to not do that, but it's what he wants. So that's interesting.
Hey.
Right, we're gonna listen to this shit again about how they were at a drug party and got busted. All right, Amanda is hunched over her collage. Yep, she's doing her collage shit. I don't know if you end a date, if you like end the game in 3 dates worth, you miss a lot of dialogue with Amanda. I wonder if that impacts the ending at all. So I'll reflect on that before I decide whether or not to just go straight through with Craig's ending or if we should space it out. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Okay, right, because she put our face in her collage. She's such a darling. I love our kid. I don't understand why her friends would ever be mean to her. She's amazing. I love our kid. Here's our S rank. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
That was an amazing date.
I feel much better about it. Keg stand champion. Okay. Mail truck, I wonder who... Yep, okay. This is Amanda's acceptance letter. God bless her. She gets into the college of her dreams. And you know we're gonna take out a loan, she's gonna get a scholarship and shit, and she'll be fine. This heartfelt conversation with our beloved baby.
Welcome.
Who we raised from the womb. Okay. We're coming up on time. So what we'll do is we'll get into the entrance of this date where we're not actually making any choices, and then we'll pick up the actual date in the next episode. Sounds solid? Cool. Last time we hung out, right? I don't feel like I'm going to be as embarrassing as... Oh, wait. I've been trying to get up a little early for runs. I don't think I'm going to be as embarrassing as last time. Maybe I'll be able to catch up with him now. Okay. I'm messaging him on Dadbook. We can't fast forward through our slow dad typing. I can type, I think, like it's something like 100 words per minute, maybe a little bit faster. And when I have to watch slow typers, it makes my head explode. I cannot handle it. Oh, he says emojis, doesn't he? Oh, Angel. All right, we're getting brunch. We're gonna have brunch this time. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see the brunch. We missed it last time with the stupid fucking capybara. We failed because we didn't push Joseph enough. Because the first time I played through, I was really reticent to push people's boundaries. I wanted to be polite because I value people's no, which this game is also not for. I think we said the committee is still out. I don't remember what she was talking about because I was talking over it. It's just as well because we're at the end of this episode and we'll pick it up next time. Thanks for watching. Whew, we're going fast. Okie dokie, bye.